Got Josh here, and we're working on poker table. It's almost together. Put it. Got the nice logo. Finally got the vinyl back. Looks pretty clean. We just need to. We're gonna add the legs on, and then we have to fix this. It's a little sloppy on the corner here, and we actually have to screw on the railing too as well. So follow along. Very first hand of the day, we're just opening up the table. They asked if we wanted to do a sweat. I'm always gonna say, of course. Threw in 50 bucks, 4 ways, and I hit the flush. Lucky me, I get to scoop a $150 pot as soon as I sit down, and it seems like my luck continues. I promise I'll definitely post my bad sessions. I've just been getting lucky lately. Beer of the vlog is Bombshell Blonde, and this is definitely one of my go-tos. Right after the sweat, I am dealt 9 of clubs, 8 of diamonds, 3 of spades, 4 of spades, position under the gun. The small blind calls, I call, low jack calls, the cutoff calls, and the button checks. So we go 5 ways to the flop with $25 in the middle. The flop comes out 7 of clubs, 3 of clubs, 8 of spades. The small blind bets 15. I go ahead and call 15 because the price seems right. And low jack folds, the cutoff go ahead and calls, leaving us with about $70 in the pot. The turn is the 3 of diamonds, giving me a boat. Pretty much one of the 4 outs that I was really calling for. I went ahead and checked, the cutoff checks, and it turns a 10 of hearts. The 10 of hearts throws a straight out there, trying to get a little bit of value. I bet half pot-ish, a little bit over half pot, 55. The Boost Mobile Man, which was in the previous vlog, he says he does not want to be in the vlog. So I asked him to fold. I said fold then, and he ultimately gives me the call, showing him I have the boat and the cards are good. So I get to scoop a first pot of the day, and the luck seems to continue. Next hand in the position of low jack, I have ace 10. I go ahead and raise it $10. The cutoff raises it $40. And so I know this hand's gonna get a little wild. I'm probably gonna end up calling the 40, but then the under the gun out of nowhere raises it 200. And I'm like, man, what does this guy have? He's been running a little crazy. He's been shipping it in like crazy, but the guy that raised it 40 he's my buddy, and I know he typically doesn't raise with nothing. He has something good over there, and don't get me wrong, I will take his money if I have the chance, but I end up letting this one go. My buddy Chi makes the call, and of course I flop the nuts, and I would have sweated it all the way down. He gets 2 pair, and his cards hold. The villain raised with ace 5 offsuit. It gets really hard to fold when you're running good. There's some really good things and bad things about Paramount. The really good thing is it is like a bar atmosphere, but at the same time it is bad because it creates a lot of unprofessional players. So I'm gonna let this clip play out and you tell me what you think.
It's a blind race.
Stop being stupid for the vlog. Seriously.
I do this all the time anyways. I'm not.
For the vlog. Seriously. No, I'm serious. It's stupid, dude. Stop doing that.
It's not. I'm going to blind raise. I'm gonna raise no matter what. No matter what the cards. Because I can. If you don't want it, move somewhere else on the table.
Easy, bro. What did I miss?
A blind raise.
He's got a little Peter, so you gotta do a little blind raise. Can you even make it that much?
I can. That's the exact amount I can make it.
Alright, dude, calm down.
You're the one mad.
Getting a hard on for your straddle. serves no purpose.
It does serve a purpose. I'm changing up the game.
Apparently it's working pretty good.
What? There you go. It works.
I'm holding the winning
25. 25 is safe.
It makes you feel cool.
It doesn't. I'll do it anyways.
No,
I can do it whenever I want. I do it when I vlog or not vlog. Then stop opening up your mouth. I don't give a.
Keep doing it.
All right, I will. Then don't cry about it. Is it an element of the game? Can I blind raise? Can I? All right. Stop crying.
Anyways, let's get to the hand. The guy is still talking as I am setting out chips. I flop the flush draw, the nut flush draw, so I think this is a good time to pot it and see what happens. I go ahead and get a call from the low jack position somewhere, and the cutoff position calls too as well.
You gotta do it for the vlog.
Going into the turn, of course the turn throws out the 8 of spades, pairing the board, pretty much shutting down my action 100%, because you got to think, what are they calling with? Top 2, set of queens, even shoot pocket 8s. You never know. So it shuts it down. It checks all the way around nicely, so maybe if a club does hit, I'm good. But of course it's the 2 of hearts. I whiff it. I'm still not upset about my play because I do like potting it with the nut flush draw, because if you hit, you get paid the max amount. But tell me what you think about this guy. I did antagonize him a little bit, but at the same time, I'm not one to call floor. I probably should call floor with situations like this, but I'll let my hand go to the cutoffs bet, and the low jack ultimately folds to the cutoff bet too as well, and the villain shows jack high, which is pretty awesome. Good bluff on the cutoff, and I'm sure the low jack probably had the best cards in that situation. Sad to say, very next hand, I am definitely not going to stop, so I'm just gonna do it again. I'm gonna blind raise 25 in the dark.
100%.
Let this guy get angry.
Seriously.
Hey, at least you did it before, so now I don't put it in front of us. At least.
My hand is 7 of clubs, king of diamonds, 6 of diamonds, 3 of spades. This is definitely not a very good hand, but I'm a little bit short stacked now, and it's pretty easy to sweat almost anything in Omaha. Of course, this dude keeps talking, and here we go.
I do it a lot.
You have to double the first bet.
Yeah. Probably. I do that a lot. I do it all the
I'm
time.
asking you to do it every time.
Maybe.
That's not
Maybe.
so bad.
I am playing such a
I'm not. I am playing poker.
I mean, 10th place.
You call it 10? Seriously. this fucking
He
poker-
raised 10.
You cannot play poker
He
normal.
folded.
I am playing poker.
More than
3 bad.
Hey, you're allowed to move.
150, 165.
I had to get snacks in the show.
I'll gamble with you.
Oh, let's
Crazy.
Anyways, the flop is the 3 of hearts, 10 of hearts, 8 of clubs. Then the turn comes the 2 of clubs, and then the river's the 9 of spades. I'm such a donkey, and this guy's over here talking in my ear and whatnot, and I don't even see my straight yet. So I pull out $300, then I realize there was action, realize not good to keep it on the table.
I got
so
a 3.
I take it off.
Oh, never mind.
You
There's
can
side
see I
action.
even holding the 3 thinking it's good, and then I'm just like,
Oh shit. Never mind.
Oh my god. You gotta be.
For the vlog!
obviously I don't recommend doing this. These are terrible cards to be going all in with. It just happened to work out in my favor this time. The guy trolling me ended up making me some money, I guess. Hand 5, I'm not really sure how I got here, but I'm on the button with Jack 4. Hijack raises into me with a caller in the under the gun spot. There's about $80 in the pot. Ace of spade comes out. I go ahead and think about it for a second and throw out a bet of 55. The hijack folds. The pot is about 190-ish, and the river is the 5 of diamonds. The under the gun checks. I go ahead and check by turning over my cards. Not gonna lie, the 5 of diamonds is a little bit scary, but you don't want to test your luck too much when you're getting lucky. Just take the W's you get and move on. Okay, here is a fun one. Hand 6, Jack 2, 5, 5, Jack of diamonds, 2 of diamonds, 5 of clubs, and 5 of spades. The flop comes out, Ace of diamonds, 9 of spades, 5 of diamonds. Under the gun position pots it. He's stuck a little bit, so I put him on a range of like 2 pair. He's also short stack, so it's easy to sweat. Cutoff calls the $20. I call the $20, and the pot is 80. The turn is the 4, which is good for me. It gives me about 11 outs because I think my diamonds are good, and any 3 is good for me too to give me a straight. Honestly, when I made the call, I didn't even think too much about the cutoff. I'm really not sure why. In reality, his diamonds should be better than mine most of the time. Under the gun ends up betting 80. The cutoff calls 80, and then I go ahead eventually make a loose call of 82 as well. Because of my 11 outs, it took me a second to see it, but the turn for improving my hand. So that's the reason why I took my time to really try to justify this call. So I end up making the call, and the pot ends up being pretty big for this call. So I actually am not upset about this call. It gives me all the outs. Any diamond, any 3 is good for me. A 5 is good too. So what is that, 12 outs? And so I make the call, and the river is the 7 of clubs. So I completely miss it, but the under the gun goes all in for 45, and the cutoff position eventually just calls the 45. In the big picture, it's smart that he did that, because if he pots it, I definitely run away with bottom set with no diamonds, no straight. And so I'm priced in. I call the 45, and it turns out that he has 3 aces, and he takes that one down. So good hand, and that was a fun one to play. See, this is one of the reasons why I love Paramount too, the casual atmosphere that I was talking about. You can see I'm in the same hand with the Boost Mobile Man, and then also I'm in the hand with my buddy Chi over here. He is about to, he's pretty much making us do a 3-way sweat for a little over, you know, maybe like $150, $160, 3 ways. We do stuff like this often, especially the later it gets. He said he's gonna double up and move on to the next table, or we're just gonna sweat it out and the winner gets to take all. So we'll run it down once, and somehow I am doing okay here, and the dealer throws out the first 3. I flop Jack high with the 10 kicker, and it holds. So it was a fun little sweat. If I gave it away, I gave it away, and if I didn't, it is what it is. So you can see no one's super upset in this situation. It is what it is. Just sent them home a little bit earlier, and I'll see them next time. We ended up moving tables. We played a little bit crazy. My stack kind of grew over the night. I don't even know how it happened, actually, just over a period of time. Just ended up winning a few good hands. And so it was a pretty good day. My luck run seems to continue, and hopefully it holds for a while, because I ran pretty bad at the beginning of this year. So cashing out with a little over 2K, which is nice. And catch us on the next one, and make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you can catch us on the future videos. Hopefully the next game is at the Degen game.